There are places where freedom is a forgotten memory and survival is all that matters. But what if we told you that some of the most dangerous prisons in the world aren't for men, they're for women? These women live in terrifying conditions where violence, torture, and despair are part of their daily existence. This isn't just about punishment, it's about enduring unimaginable hardships. Behind the walls of these prisons, hope is a distant dream, and survival is a battle. These are the stories of the world's most dangerous women's prisons, places where darkness reigns and life is something you fight for. Bun Prison, Egypt. Bun Prison in Egypt is a place where hope is as scarce as food. Overcrowded and filthy, it's a nightmare of poor hygiene and brutal conditions. The air is thick with rumors of torture and family visits. Nearly impossible to arrange. The isolation here is designed to strip away every ounce of hope, leaving the women inside to wither in despair. It's a place where survival isn't just about staying alive, it's about holding on to your mind. 9. Chowchilla Prison, California, USA. Chowchilla Prison in California holds over 3,500 women, making it the largest women's prison in the world. But it's not its size that makes it so dangerous, it's the violence that consumes it. Gangs rule the yard, and corrupt guards often turn a blind eye to the chaos. Here, survival means navigating a world where might is right and safety is an illusion. In a prison this brutal, every day is a fight to stay alive. And for those who can't keep up, they disappear into the cracks, forgotten by a system that fails to protect them. 8. Pul-I-Charkhi Prison, Afghanistan. Pul-I-Charkhi Prison in Afghanistan is a place where hunger is a constant threat and isolation is a weapon of choice. Women here endure psychological torture, isolated for weeks at a time, with nothing but their own thoughts for company. The cemetery outside is growing, a chilling reminder of the deadly toll this place takes. For these women, survival means more than just physical endurance. It's about holding on to whatever humanity remains when everything else is stripped away. 7. TR Jail, India. In TR Jail in India, nearly 17,000 prisoners are crammed into a facility meant for far fewer. Violence and extortion are daily realities, while corruption runs rampant. Guards accept bribes to smuggle in contraband, and many inmates languish here without trial, stuck in a legal limbo. This is a place where justice doesn't exist, and those trapped inside must fight not just for their survival, but for their dignity. 6. Black Dolphin Prison, Russia. At Black Dolphin Prison, Russia's infamous facility that houses the country's most dangerous criminals. Hope is a word that no one dares speak. It's not just a prison, it's a dark and twisted place where human dignity is shredded to pieces. This is where the worst of the worst are sent, and for good reason. The prisoners here, men and women alike, are subjected to psychological torment that few can endure. The rules are strict, brutal, and merciless. Prisoners are forced to stand for hours, blindfolded, while they're moved from one cell to another. They're not allowed to rest during the day, and even the smallest slip can result in violent punishment. It's a prison where humanity is stripped away piece by piece, leaving only submission and fear in its wake. Black Dolphin is a place where the soul is as incarcerated as the body, where redemption isn't just rare, it's unheard of. 5. Bangkok Women's Correctional Institution, Thailand. In Bangkok, Women's Correctional Institution, overcrowding and disease create a suffocating atmosphere where the daily grind of survival becomes the only goal. Over 2,000 women are crammed into a space meant for just 500, turning the already bleak conditions into an overwhelming nightmare. Here, healthcare is an afterthought and hygiene is a luxury. Skin diseases spread like wildfire, and the Thai heat only makes it worse. But perhaps the most terrifying part of life here is the so-called attitude adjustment program. It's a euphemism for the horrific physical and psychological torture that inmates endure as part of their punishment. For the women here, every day is a battle against the conditions, against the system, and sometimes even against their fellow inmates. Can you imagine being trapped in a place where fear is the only constant, and hope is a word you forgot the meaning of long ago? 4. Valley State Prison, California, USA. In Valley State Prison, also located in California, the story is one of horror, betrayal, and violence. Originally designed as a progressive institution, it quickly descended into chaos after it began housing female inmates. Now it stands as a symbol of everything that went wrong with the prison system. The staff here, many of them accused of abusing their power, add fuel to the flames of violence. Inside the prison, an inmate black market has sprung up, where privileges are bought and sold, and those without money or influence are left to fend for themselves. This is a place where the rules don't apply, and survival becomes the only goal. With violence reaching explosive levels and no real efforts at rehabilitation, Valley State has become a place where hope is quickly extinguished. If you enter here, it's not just your freedom you lose, it's your humanity. 3. Rosie's Jail at Rykers Island, New York, USA. At Rosie's Jail on Rykers Island in New York, neglect, corruption, and brutality are a daily part of life. The inmates here are subjected to everything from medical neglect to systemic abuse. The authorities, it seems, are more interested in keeping control through fear than providing any sort of rehabilitation. What makes this place especially sinister is the mental health crisis that plagues the women inside. Many of them suffer from untreated illnesses that only worsen behind bars. They're left to deteriorate physically and mentally, with little to no support. And then there's the violence. Rikers Island is often referred to as gladiator school, where women are forced to fight, not just for survival, but for their dignity. The system is broken, the people inside are broken, and the violence never ends. 2. Alcázar de Guadíra Prison, Spain. In Alcázar de Guadíra Prison, Spain's notorious facility, the air is thick with the scent of despair. This prison is not just overcrowded, it's suffocating. And for the women inside, life isn't about doing time. It's about surviving the daily abuse that comes with it. Reports of physical, emotional, and mental abuse run rampant in this prison, where the women are stripped of their dignity at every turn. The conditions are beyond grim, and the human rights violations are impossible to ignore. Inmates live in constant fear, knowing that every moment spent here chips away at their humanity. 1. Pedrinhas Women's Detention Center, Brazil. Topping our list of the most dangerous women's prisons is Pedrinhas Women's Detention Center in Brazil. If there is a place where survival is a lottery, this is it. The violence here is relentless, and it's not just the prisoners who are the perpetrators, it's the very system designed to keep them contained. The wardens are said to place bets on how many women will die in a given period. In this place, life isn't just hard, it's expendable. Safety is a forgotten dream, and fear is an ever-present companion. For the women trapped inside, there is no escape, no hope, and certainly no mercy. The only thing left is the fight to survive, and sometimes even that isn't enough. These women are more than just prisoners, they're survivors. The world may not see them, but their stories are real, and their suffering is undeniable. These prisons represent the darkest corners of humanity, where the systems of power fail, and those who are trapped within must face horrors that most of us can barely imagine. If you found these stories as haunting as they are important, like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening content on the world's most dangerous places. The stories of these women deserve to be heard, and together we can make sure they are.